হেল্পের জন্য সবাই করে খেতে পারছে।
So this is the last video that we had.
And it's been a long time that I'm associated with Varosha. It's been almost near about close to 10 years by now that some way or the other I'm associated with Varosha and the activities. Truly speaking, the journey of Varosha has been full of a lot of interesting facts. It started with Ajanta, then came to Niyalapur and then to Godagacha. We want that this course of action which Varosha is pursuing, it should go on year after year. And in this regard, I would like to congratulate Shantida specially because it's been his initiative that has started taking place, which later on has been taken forward by Vikram. Vikramjita has really introduced the new level, the new level of the youth and the experience. So this combination.
I didn't tell him to say this. I didn't even know that this video was there.
Along with that, our respected Krishna Di, she always has been our mentor. She has been guiding us for a long span of time. I still remember the journey that we had with her at Kulti, and I'm looking forward to that journey once again.
This is really what matters. So then thank you very much for the support. You know where your money goes and what wonderful things it does and makes us all so proud. মনে হচ্ছে যে কাজের কাজ কিছু একটা করেছি। So thank you again. We look forward to the continued support. Today though, we are not asking for any donations. This is not about fundraising. This is about informing you. We want to set up a practice of better communication, be able to communicate with you, take your suggestions, your thoughts. If we are doing something wrong, tell us so. We might agree and may not agree, but we'll definitely take it into consideration. If you have suggestions, absolutely, please come forward and help us do better. Participate with it. If you feel like helping out in something with Varosha, please feel free to come on and ask us any questions. If we're not putting really justice to your hard-earned money, then just ask us. It's our responsibility to do that, and we are very happy if you ask us what we are.
I have a question.
Yes.
How we have in Kolkata so many people, so many children who need all this support. How do you choose people?
Well, you've got to start somewhere. So 2004 is when we started. And Shantida, and then we wanted to, obviously most of the donors are from India, from that part of India, and we would like to do something back in Kolkata. That was the whole concept. We started off with, Post-Team and HBR.
I know about that.
So,
I have been involved with Varosha for a long time. Mm-hmm. But how do you choose the children?
How do you choose the children?
How do they get to the...
Yeah, I mean, I think, okay, so like let's say for example, Post-Team is in New Alipur, ওখানে slum area তে তো ওখানে যে বাচ্চারা আছে, those who actually can walk to that location, they live in the area, they need the benefits, so they come in. And then there is no selection process per se. When you have children that need it, you don't have to really go through selection process. They're there. We do the best we can. We're supporting 27. Hope we can increase that. But that facility also has some physical limitations. So that's what we can do. So there are children that come there, and there might be children that are not necessarily in the program, but if they're there, it's not like that you don't give it. But there is no criteria as such. That's for Post-Team. Now for the health assistants, the criteria was that you had to have minimum 8th grade education because you need that, otherwise you won't be able to follow. Other programs, the tailoring is again local people, local women that need the help, and so that's the basis of selection.
Because it's first come, first serve until the capacity is full.
বলতে পারেন সেরকম কিন্তু I don't think it's necessarily first come first serve. I mean ওরা আমরা আগে 25টা সাপোর্ট করেছি, ওরা 2জন বেশি করেছে, বলছে আর 2জন বাড়াতে 27 জন। আমাদের যদি ফান্ডস পারমিট করে সেটা যদি আমরা বাড়াতে পারি, কিন্তু কিছু হয়তো বাচ্চারা বড় হয়ে চলে যাচ্ছে, কারোর বিয়ে হয়ে যাচ্ছে হয়তো, কারণ some of them get married early too, so then there are other children. এখন মানে ওরকম খুব specific answer to the answer is really I don't know, okay, but I'm just trying to best answer.
No, that is okay. I think what you are doing is, if somebody মুখের কথায় কোথায় এ বলছে ওর বাচ্চাটা আছে ওকে নাও,
হ্যাঁ মানে যারা আসছে তাদের হয়তো প্রতিবেশী যারা থাকে তারা আসছে সেরকম। Yeah, very good question. I mean, it depends which one you're talking about. For example, HVR, Health Vision Research, we fund them about 3 lakh takar moto. 3 lakh taka is what we get. But they are all over India. They have 7 states that they are in, and they've done some work with foreign organization, non-profit organization. So we are a small part of them, but this is 1 or 2 programs that they do, and Nila can also answer some of these questions.
I think you're asking is the projects that Bikram has talked about, are we funding those entirely? The answer is yes. For all of the programs except for the Chetla project, we are funding all the operating costs. They already had a donor who provided the computers. So for the Chetla project, do you remember the one in the trailer, the colorful trailer? That one, somebody else had set it up, but they didn't have money for the teachers and the operating costs of the school. That we stepped in. But for all the other projects, Varosha funds all of that work. The teachers, the utility bills, everything. Those are all Varosha projects.
Right.
So your funds are going there.
Yes, and then the other thing also, like to her point, Hope is one, but Pushim, for example, we don't really own that building where it's built. So that's an organization that Pushim they have. So we are funding the expenses, that's why each of those slides had the operating expenses of that program. That program we are totally funding, yes.
The nursing assistant program where they are graduating in 3 plus 3, 6 months,
Right.
3 months classes, 3 months is it affiliated, is it a national program? No. So are you thinking of connecting it with some university or some college or something so that they get a official diploma which has some status or some value, that piece of paper that you're giving them? Of course you're giving them the practical skill which they can operate in anybody's home, and there is a great need because we know of the aging population, and Kolkata especially has become a city of retired people. There are very few young people. There are some young people, but most of, we know when we go back home we see that. So there is a need of people to take care. So I was just wondering if you could think of some, like in this country we have 2-year colleges. In India there are no 2-year colleges. Maybe now they started the diploma program, some program that you affiliate with some university or some college, then that increases in value to the recipient.
You are right, Rajashree. That would be a very good thing for us to do. Issue is that the program is very short, what we teach. That's all we can afford, and that's all they have the ability. If you go in Kolkata, you will find there is the Aya type of people who will come, and they really have no knowledge. So they are basically there to clean and take care. The people who we are teaching, they learn how to take blood pressure, they know how to give medication, they know some basic physiotherapy after recovery of an illness, or for elderly people to help them in their daily life. They can help with prenatal care, newborn baby. Firstly, they learn hygiene.
Yes.
So they are not like an ayah and yet they are not quite qualified to be like a nurse.
They're semi-skilled.
Yes, but there is a need for that.
Yes.
So what we are doing right now is getting them trained in the nursing home, and they are getting jobs through them. So right now it would be great to get accredited with some organization, but probably they are not to that skill level where an institution will recognize their training. But definitely they have a skill, they're getting the job, and that's our priority for them. Yes.
But the nursing home issues after they complete the program, the nursing home issues a certificate to them.
Yes.
As also the Varosha and HVR.
HVR is giving them an accreditation, and they are being trained by doctors and physiotherapists and nursing staff. So they are being trained by professional people, but they are not accredited with any. I think
আর কোনো কোয়েশ্চেন যদি কারো থাকে
Very nice. Then we must go home and visit our center. That will be very nice. Asansol. Yes, yes.
well, I think